We all got skills. We have talents and we have passions. But mine happens to be sex. This is the Funsexual Podcast with your oversharing swinky best friend, Majesty. And I'm talking sex and all of the ways and all of the things that make sex, well, fun. Welcome back, friends, to a 6-month overdue episode of the Funsexual Podcast. It's been a long time. The last time I potted, I was getting ready for a surprise birthday party that wasn't really a surprise because some people can't keep secrets, but it is what it is. And honestly, it was one of the best birthday parties it was the best birthday party I have ever had in my life. It was absolutely fantastic. I got my I want to go into this. My now ex planned a surprise party for me and invited 30 of my really good friends. Well, let me start at the beginning. He planned a dinner with all of my family and friends, a surprise dinner with my family and friends. It was amazing. And then the next day, I had a surprise birthday play party with 30 of my play partners, kinky friends, their partners. And it was just a weekend in the Poconos because I love the Poconos. And we really had a fantastic time. I was dancing. They threw money on me like a stripper. I've never had that experience. And it was, it was so good. I did a cake smash. It was catered. They decorated all of the rooms. So every room was a different theme, like a Disney theme. And everybody was in costumes and they're like Disney themed costumes. And we were not Disney, but like cartoon themed costumes. And we were, me and my friends, we were the Powerpuff Girls. And it was just it was really an epic, amazing birthday. That was the best way that I could have possibly celebrated turning 30. So, also I'm now 30. Baby girl have left the 20s and we have hit the 30s. And then after that, 2024 hit and it was just pow, pow, pow. This last 6 months been kind of crazy. So I'm going to give y'all the 30-second update of what has happened in the last 6 months. Okay. And I had to write it down. I had to take notes because I was I just can't get this right. And I'm trying to do it in chronological order, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it wrong. Okay. So after my birthday, I did a weekend plant medicine retreats, which I think is what kind of kickstarted this year of sort of chaos. Started brewing kombucha, got a new sub who was actually an old sub that came back, broke up with my ex, got a new play partner, went into real estate, started diving into fire play. I went to Europe for the first time, found out I got diabetes. I got pink eye again. And I'm pretty sure it's from eating ass. So eating ass just has to be off of my thing for a while. I went skydiving. Me and my new play partner are no longer play partners. And I bought a kayak. So that has been the last 6 months. And it's just been a lot. It's been a lot going on. And I feel like every facet of my life. And so right now I'm just at a place where I have decided to take 6 months off of dating. If I can take that off of my plate and work on the other shit that I have going on, that will be beneficial for my dating life. So right now, I am not dating. I'm not looking to date. I am not on the apps. If you see me on one of the apps, it's because I ain't take my profile down, but I'm not using it. I'm not going out seeking dates. I just didn't want to even go out. Going out to the bar, a lot of times I'll go out with the intentions of I'm going to go and I'm going to dress cute and somebody's going to buy me a drink and they're going to have my number. We're going to start talking and we're going to date. I'm not even going out with that mindset at all anymore. If I'm going out, I'm just going out to have fun. That's it. I have no intention on dating for the rest of this year. And all of that while I was also still hosting Kiki Kickback, my monthly event in Philly. I decided to I've done it from either August or September last year, every month. I'm skipping June because, for two reasons really, because I wanted to, it was the end of May, and I like to give myself enough time to have another one. And I'm trying to push it back to the beginning of the month instead of the end of the month. This is a monthly event. And so it literally would have been like 2 weeks, and then I would have been having another one. So I just skipped June, and I'm moving the next one into July. Also, because I just have a lot on my plate right now, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. And the other reason is because there are some people that attend that are all, because I have it at the same time every month, there are people that come and they're always on their period. So like I try to switch it up at different parts of the year. I try to switch it up so the people who menstruate are not on their periods at the same time. Something to consider. Also, happy Pride Month. This is what I could do. This is what I could do today. I didn't have a lot of energy to do a whole lot of dressing up. And then also, I feel like I've said this before. I'm not a fashion girly, right? I'm not sad about not being a fashion girly. Please don't feel bad for me. When I get famous and I get rich, I'm hiring a stylist, and I have no problem with that, because if it was up to me, I like to pop out in a fit from time to time, but baby, this is enough. I'm chilling. I'm not known for fashion. Fashion is not my, when I put my hashtags, it's never, hashtag women's fashion. That's not my thing. And I'm so very okay with that. I have enough things. I promise. Fashion doesn't need to be one of the things that I do. So this is what I have. And this is what y'all gonna get what y'all gonna take what I can give. Cause this is about it. This is about it. This is what I got. This is some cheap wine, but let me tell you, it's kind of good. Somebody brought some wine over my house, and this has been sitting on my bar cart for a while. And today I was like, you know what? I could go for a little glass. I feel like that'll shake the nerves off of me recording for the first time in a very long time. Oh my God, I'm gonna mess up. I put on a little bit of eyeliner today, and I feel like I just messed it all up. Yeah, I did, but it's okay. I've been a mess. I have been a lot of a mess lately. I've stopped. I used to, getting my nails done was like my thing. It was a thing that I did every 3 weeks, making sure my hair was good and my hair was tied up every night to make sure that my appearance looked good. And I feel like to some degree, I have sort of been letting myself go. I haven't been, these are like small things, but like exfoliate used to be something that I was very adamant about making sure that I did regularly. I haven't been doing that. I haven't been shaving regularly. I haven't been waxing regularly. I haven't been getting my nails done. I can't remember the last time I put on lashes when I was going somewhere, or makeup or any of that. Like, I was getting these terrible, terrible pedicures that just weren't doing it. And I recently was just like, literally, like, I think it was yesterday, was like, I need to start leaning back into myself. Like, I've decided to not to date for these next 6 months so that I could put some time back into myself. I did this for a few reasons. One, to put some time back to refocus on myself. One, because I like I said, I found out that I have diabetes. I got blood work done about a year ago. I knew I was close to having diabetes, but I hadn't crossed over into the diabetes area. And I got blood work done recently and found out that I've crossed over. I'm not far into it, but I have crossed over the threshold. So technically I have diabetes. And over the last year, I tried to eat healthier and work out more and do all of the things that I know, and, eat less bullshit, even though I don't eat a lot of bullshit. And I tried to do all of those things in an effort to not cross into the threshold, and I still did anyway. I have diabetes on my mother's side of the family, my father's side of the family. I'm pretty much fucked regardless. So I didn't want to have to take the medicine for it, but they put me on the medicine for it, and so I'm dealing with that. That shit is giving me diarrhea like crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? But I mean, if it's going to help me be a skinny, I don't know, it might be so I'm trying to work on that. I'm also just trying to lose some weight in general. I want my clothes to fit. This has been a little bit of a battle of mine for a while. My body likes to be 180 pounds. This is where it likes to be, no matter what. Earlier this year, I was working out 3, 4, 5 days a week, eating basically nothing. My body lost no weight. My clothes didn't fit much looser. Like, I was just like, and I was doing this shit for like almost 2 months. Nothing changed. My body, I really feel like my body likes this. It just likes this weight. It likes to be here. And so I'm trying to fight against it, trying to get it to lose some weight. I'm saying all that to say I'm devoting this next 6 months to like just taking care of myself primarily. That's my first concern. Taking care of my health, getting my A1C back down so I don't have to be diabetic. I really just don't want to live a life where I have to take insulin every day, pricking my finger, taking my blood, doing all that. I don't want to live that life. I really, really don't want that for me. I don't want that for anybody. So if you are hearing this and your doctor is telling you that you are pre-diabetic, baby, please make whatever changes you need to make. Make them before it's too late. Please, please. And this is speaking from somebody who has just stepped into ever really having any sort of like health crisis. This feels like a health crisis to me. Even just taking that medicine is like, this shit trash. This shit trash. I have diarrhea every day. I know nobody wants to hear that, but I have diarrhea every day. This shit is ridiculous. We're just getting to a point where my poops are fuck it, I'm going there. I was thinking like, do I really want to tell y'all about what's coming out my asshole? But I've told y'all about what comes in and out of a lot of my different holes. So now we're going to talk about shit. I've had diarrhea almost every day, and I'm just getting to a point where my poops are starting to get solid again. And I've been on this medicine for probably about 2 to 3 weeks now. And it's not fucking fun. It's not fucking fun. Don't like it. Don't recommend it. Whatever. And then I also forgot about that. Recently started taking a medicine for my anxiety. I started having little anxiety attacks and got on some medicine for that recently because I don't have time to be having anxiety attacks. That's really what it is. Like, I don't have time to be having anxiety attacks. I really don't. I don't have time. I got too much. I got too much on my plate. I'm working on too much shit. So also dealing with that right now. So it's been fun. But again, these next 6 months is getting my health together, losing some weight, working out, getting some better routines. It is also trying to build my real estate career. So I got my real estate. I passed my real estate exam early last year, early 2023. And I never signed on with a broker because I didn't feel like I needed to. It was something that I kind of kept in my back pocket, but I didn't really feel like I needed to, and I wasn't moved to do it. And so earlier this year, after my plant medicine retreat, that was really an eye-opening experience. I was like, now is the time to lean into this. I don't want to be working these jobs that I tend to work. My background, my educational background, my experience, my professional experiences in construction. And I really do not want to work in corporate, big construction anymore. I just don't, my heart isn't in it. And I want to do work that my heart is in. So, I was like, this is the time to move into real estate. This is my time to make that move. So I've decided to do that. I am a real estate agent, a licensed realtor, giving my little R. So I also want to be building my clientele and building my portfolio in that. And my last big thing for this year, 2024, is I would like to purchase a home. That is my last big thing that I am working on. So these next 6 months are really grind time. Get into routines, working out, eating better, building my clientele in real estate, and hopefully finding a home for myself. That's what I'm working on. So shameless plug, because it's my shit anyway. If you know anybody that wants to buy or sell property in Pennsylvania, I'm licensed in the whole state. I'm Philly based, but I'm licensed in the whole state. So, if you know anybody, send them my way, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, done with that. Now, on to other very important things. I talked about Kinky Kickback. Kinky Kickback is my monthly 21 plus POC focused pick up play event at a dungeon in Philly. I've been doing this in September. It's been a great time. I'm really proud of what I'm building. I'm proud that people are seeing the vision of what I'm trying to do and are bringing themselves in a way that adds to that, because that's all that I could ask for. I can't make a party. I can't make an event. I can plan it and do the best I can, inviting the best people that I can. And then it is up to the people that attend to really make the event. And people come with their, even if they're new and, not experienced in lifestyle, they come with an open mind and tend to have a great time. And it has grown every event. There was a weird time where it was like, but like pretty much every event I have seen the growth. And the last one that I had was at the end of May, was my biggest one yet. It was my biggest Kiki kickback yet. And I have a lot more time before I outgrow the space, but it's just going so well. And I'm so proud of what's happening. And I'm watching people open up and expand and make connections and make friends and, start feeling more confident in the lifestyle and in the space. And it just makes me so happy. Somebody actually sent me a message yesterday telling me how proud they were and how happy they are to be a part of this community, and that, I've, led them and brought them into this community, and the people that they're making genuine connections. And it was just like, if I wanted to cry. I had to I had to sleep on it and wait till the next day to even respond, because I was so like, I didn't even know how to gather my words. And that's it. It's just this is my purpose. This is my purpose. I have been doing construction estimating for years. That was never my purpose. I was not living in my purpose when I was in construction. I'm still technically in construction. I still have a 9-to-5, but that's not me living in my purpose. This is my purpose. Community is my purpose. And I feel like I have known that for a long time, but I didn't know exactly how it was going to happen. This shit is my purpose. Whether or not it's in sex and kink and BDSM, or if it's just in building community, however that has to look, this is my passion and this is my purpose. I feel it. I feel good doing it. I'm very good at doing it. And when I do it, it comes across. People read it in the ways that I want them to read it. Your message is only as good as it comes across. If you deliver a message and people don't receive it in the way you deliver it, I'm not saying the message isn't good, but the way it's being received isn't good. But I know that people are receiving my message the way I want to receive it most of the time. The people who are ready for it are receiving it. And that makes me feel so good. That makes me feel amazing. That lets me know that I'm on the right path. And this shit feels good in my soul. I don't want to do things that don't feel good in my soul. I don't want to be places that don't feel good in my soul. I don't want to be around people that don't feel good to my soul. That's just where I am right now. I don't know if that's turning 30. I don't know if that's the plant medicine retreat. I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel like I want to live my life in a way that doesn't feel good to me anymore. And that's just that. That is me being and showing my most authentic self. The most authentic thing that I can do for myself is not allow me to be in positions and to be around people and to be in spaces that don't feel good to me. Because I can't show up as my full self if I don't feel my best. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at right now. And it feels great. It feels great. It feels so good. It allows me to be able to let things go so much easier. Recently, very, very recently, I experienced something that would have knocked me off my game real bad. But because I'm in a place of like, oh well, I don't want to say so much oh well, but more like, that wasn't for me. That ain't for me. That's okay. And that's really the mindset of it. It's like, I'm not saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying that's not for me. That's okay. Bye. See you later. Have a good day. Bye. Or not even saying bye, just saying, okay. Next. I got other things to do. Shit that's not for me, it can't be knocking me off my game anymore. I got too much shit going on. I'm too blessed. I'm too loved. And I can't express how blessed. Oh God, I'm not even going to do that because it's going to start sounding like I'm bragging. I'm fucking blessed. I'm blessed in ways that one day I will explain. Maybe I'm going to do a tell-all book one day. I don't know. But in these last couple years, there are things that have happened to me in such divine fucking timing that I could not have planned it any better. Couldn't. Couldn't. But I was talking about kinky kickback because one, I'm very proud of my baby and I'm really proud of what I'm building. And if you are in or around Philly on July 12th, you should definitely come out to the next Kinky Kickback. Tickets are not on sale yet, but they will be before the end of June. Probably in like another week or two, tickets are going to go on sale for that Kinky Kickback. If you're interested in attending any Kinky Kickback, fill out the vetting form. The link is in my bio. It's in my link tree. Fill out the vetting form, and if you are approved to attend, you'll be added to the vetting list. And whenever tickets come out and whenever tickets go on sale, you'll receive an email with the link to purchase tickets and the announcement saying that the tickets have gone on sale. Okay. I would love to have you there. I would love to see you there. We really have a motherfucking great time. But the last Kinky Kickback in May was a luau theme, and I promise I'm going somewhere with this. I swear, I promise I'm going somewhere with this because this is what I really wanted to talk about today. Like I said, my new old sub is around again. There was a sub from about 2 years ago. He was my sub, decided no longer to be my sub. Now he's back as my sub again. We're doing very good. We're doing a whole lot better this time around than we were last time around. I must admit, we're doing significant. I think I am also doing better. I'm more confident in my dominance and he's more confident in his submission. And I think that is why we're doing a lot better. We got some ways to go, but we're doing better. He is leaning into his masochistic side. And where I thought that I was a retired sadist, there's a part of me that is still a people pleaser and still just wants to give him what he wants. And I know that he wants he wants this pain. And so I want to give that to him. I want to give it to him as punishment, but sometimes I also give it to him as reward or as a treat. So at the last Kinky Kickback, he was there in his mask, and I, bound him to a piece of furniture, and I beat him as a reward. This was a reward beating. This is a reward beating because he had been very, very good. And he had taken more intense beatings before. He had taken significantly more intense beatings before. But I bound him with some bondage tape, his wrist and his ankle. So he's kind of standing on, it wasn't a St. Andrew's cross, but he was, kind of in an X formation. And I'm beating him with a tool that he absolutely hates, but I love because I don't have to do a lot of work. And I'm using clothespins on him. And I leave. He's bound. He can't see. His mouth is covered. He's bound. He's bound. I leave and I do my rounds about the event, checking on people. I come back and I start beating him again. And at some point, he's like, he's putting his head down. I'm like telling him, put your head up. And I had to do it a couple times, tell him to put his head up. And I could tell that something was a little bit off with him. Mind you, this is a 70-year-old white man. I could tell that something was a little bit off with him. So he's like, I need to come out of my mask. So I take the mask off, and he's like, I feel like I'm about to pass out. So now I'm trying to undo the tape. I'm scrambling. Now I'm getting nervous. I'm trying to undo the tape. His arms are bound. I catch him because he's fainted. He falls. I'm like smacking his face, trying to get him to come back to, because he completely passed out. His legs didn't even realize his legs were still mounted to the thing. So I'm undoing the thing. Somebody came over. One of the people that attended Kinky Kickback was a nurse and was like, I'm a nurse. Like, let me help. And so we're fanning him, and he comes back to, his eyes open. He comes back to, give him some water, give him some food and all of that stuff. And I had a moment of completely like freaking out, because it was like, we know that when we do these things that there are safety precautions in place. And when you play with somebody regularly, you think that you know their limits and what they can take. And in that moment, I had not kept up with my safety precautions, because I know that if you are doing bondage, rope, bondage tape, using clothes as bondage. You should have scissors nearby. I did not have scissors nearby, so I couldn't cut him out fast enough. I had to undo this bondage tape, which takes a lot longer than just snipping the tape. So that was my first fuck up. I fucked up. My second fuck up was not asking him before we even went into the scene, has he eaten today? Have you drank water today? Because he didn't. He didn't. And had I known that, we would not have been playing in that way. That was my second fuck up. That was my second fuck up. And my third fuck up was not being completely, I feel like this is like a half of a fuck up, but not being completely aware of what I should have done in that situation. As a top, if you are topping somebody and y'all are in scene and they faint from whatever type of play you're doing, do you know what to do? Because I didn't. All I knew to do is smack him, and I grabbed something to fan him. Because I was like, yo, first of all, this white motherfucker better not die. You better not die. They're like, hello. But like, it was a very scary moment for me. Are you checking in on your bottoms? Are you making sure that they're okay? And these are all things that we talk about, but like, take it from me, take it from my fuck up. Make sure you're doing the things. And then I asked him, like, we usually, he has taken so much. He has taken significantly more intense beatings from me. And so I assumed that he would be able to take as much as he normally takes, and maybe we would push it a little bit. He couldn't that day. And I was wrong to assume that he could that day. I'm saying this for a few reasons. I'm saying this to say, number one, as a bottom, you should know what safety precautions need to be in place to be able to advocate for your safety if you're going to put yourself in the hands of somebody else. I'm not blaming him. For the record, I am not blaming him. But I'm saying, if you are listening to this as a bottom, you should know what safety precautions need to be in place. That is very important. Number two, as a top, practice those safety precautions. Most times, bad things are not going to happen, but on the off chance that something does happen, you should be prepared. Be very prepared. Because shit happens. People get hurt. People die. And don't assume that just because you play with somebody regularly, that the way you regularly play is how it's going to be every time. Because it's not. And to add another one onto that, be ready in case, being prepared, having tools and the implements that you need wise in case something happens. But also, if you need to, refresh in a course, make sure you're on top of that as well. Because in the moment that something happens, you want to make sure you can do CPR. You want to make sure that you know to elevate somebody's feet. You want to make sure, to know those things. Because most times bad things don't happen, but sometimes it does. And you should be prepared. Please play safe, y'all. And I'm not just talking about condoms and exchanging bodily fluids and getting tested. I'm talking about the basics. Making sure you have fucking scissors, safety shears handy, just in case. These are the basics. The basics. And I fucked up. That was what I wanted to talk about for this episode, because I feel like that's really, really important. It's like literally kink and BDSM 101. We start talking about safety first, and those are the first things that sometimes go out of the window. Now on to more exciting things after I take a sip of my cheap wine. Now, this segment of the podcast, if y'all recall, is called Let Me Put You On. And this is when I put you on to something that you might or might not know about. Okay? If you've been a fan of the Funsexual the Funsexual Podcast, any of the things for a while, you will know this product. I've talked about this product several times. You hold it up to the camera. I hope you can see that. If you're watching on YouTube, I also in my YouTube did a review of some products, so you'll see this and you might hear some familiar information. But this product right here is from a brand called High on Love. I've talked about them several times because I absolutely love their products, okay? This is sponsored. What I'm about to say is sponsored, so they did pay me for this. But when I started buying their products, when I first discovered their products, I was just a regular ass customer using their stuff, and I just happened to absolutely love their stuff. So then they asked me to make some content for them, and I was like, y'all don't even know I already love your stuff. Y'all don't even know I was already talking about y'all stuff for free, but now I get paid and I get free stuff for it. And so I'm very happy about that. But I'm saying that to say, if you've been following for a while, you've seen me talk about this product. This right here is the Stimulating Sensual Oil with THC. This one actually has THC in it, right? I use this with my Satisfier. I've used it during partnered play. I've used it during solo play. You put a couple drops on your clit and it just like really just sensitizes. It sensitizes things. It just magnifies the sensation of things. But I'm not even here to talk about this because High on Love sent me a box of goodies. And in that box of goodies was this product here. Okay? Now, this is also the Stimulating Sensual Oil, but this one does not have THC. And y'all probably like, oh no, give me the one with the weed. No, you want this one. I promise you want this. Let me tell y'all. Gotta go into the packaging first because one of my favorite things about High on Love is their packaging is quality. You hear that? This is some quality ass fucking, I don't even want to curse because High on Love is so classy. I need to have a little bit of class, but I'm so excited. I'm excited and I'm frustrated because I feel like some people are going to think that I am bullshitting, but that's just cursed again. Oh my God. I feel like some people are going to think that I'm exaggerating when I talk about this. I'm not. This stuff is the bomb. The bomb. I need this to be as big as the rose. I need this to be bigger than the rose because this stuff is phenomenal. Okay? Let me get into it for y'all. First of all, again, packaging. Look at the open. It got the rose gold trim. Bow. That's a little cover. Take the bottle out. Let me wipe my fingerprints off. I'm really trying to make sure this coming across the right way. You feel me? Look at this packaging. Look at this beautiful rose gold bottle, right? It dispenses as a dropper, right? The consistency is more jelly-like than it says oil, but the consistency is more like gel consistency than oil based. It has a smell sort of like peppermint without the spice. It has a little bit of a sweet taste, but it's not unpleasant at all. You need I'm gonna say 3 drops. Give a little dropper on your clit, and it feels like the best way that I can describe it is like your pussy just wakes up. Your pussy just like smoked a menthol, but not in a burning kind of way. It doesn't burn. It's just like breath of fresh air way. I have used this the first time I used this with now a now old play partner, a now no longer play partner. It was the best sex that him and I had ever had. It was the best sex that him and I had ever had. It was phenomenal. And I've used it several times since then in solo play. And this is like, I keep this above my bed. I don't bring this to parties and stuff like that. This is my personal. I keep this above my bed. And if I'm masturbating and I'm having one of those, like, I'm so close, I keep getting so close to coming and I just can't quite get there, couple drops of this and it just takes it there. I need other people to buy this so we can talk about it. I need to be able to talk about this with somebody. Please. I'm telling you, this shit is cursed again. This stuff is magic. This is magic in a bottle. Their ingredients are good. High on Love is a woman-owned brand. They're based in Canada. Their stuff is solid, y'all. I promise. I would not be putting this on my pussy and yelling at y'all, trying to get y'all to buy this if it was not good. It is great. You will not regret this. I promise. It's the best. The best of the best. Okay? If you want to try it, you can use my code Majesty15, MAJESTYYY15 at highonlove.co. I also have the link in my link tree for you to check it out. I really want y'all to try this product, y'all. If I could send y'all sample packets, send the world sample packets of this, I would. But unfortunately, I can't. I really want y'all to try this. Okay? So that was this episode's Let Me Put You On. And now we're going to move on to the playlist. What's the playlist? It's a list of songs to play to. Okay? You can check out the playlist in my link tree, link in bio. To listen to the playlist. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. And this week we are adding a song called Lay Low by Black Odyssey and BNXN. I'm not sure how to say that, but BNXN. So the song is called Lay Low. I'm going to add it to the playlist. Y'all should download the playlist. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of friends have used it and they tell me that they like my playlist. And I think my playlist kind of lit too. I like to use it for my playtimes. And before I head out, first of all, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Funsexual Podcast. And I want to leave you with an affirmation. And the affirmation for this episode is going to be be who you are for your pride. I'm kidding, but I'm also a little bit serious. It's Pride Month, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be gay. Let niggas be gay. Be happy for people who are gay and living their life, please. Just be who you are for your pride. If you gay, be gay, babe. Be gay. Okay? I love y'all so much. Have a blessed and beautiful week, month, year. And I promise it won't be too long before y'all hear from me again. Bye.